Hello folks, goodness me, has that been a busy day. It's almost 3 o'clock, Andy's about to be home, and Dave's not happy about it because I've just had to put him in the other room. I'll go and sort Dave, and then Andy will be here. So have you had a good day then?
Yeah.
What did you do at school today?
To the swing room.
You went to the swing room. You seem to go to the swing room every day, and they never mention it in the book. Let's have a look, see what you did. This book's nearly finished. A short note today. So, a good start of the week. Andy worked well all day. He decided to opt out of golf. You didn't do golf today?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do golf? You like golf?
Good.
Why didn't you do golf?
No.
Why?
This is
I've never got him to answer a why question. So he decided to opt out of golf, but did some English work instead. That seems really unusual for him. He's been loving that golf all year. And he enjoyed our music lesson, singing away scales and songs. Well, we know he likes scales and songs. There's no mention of the trip on there, but we did tell them what we did over the weekend. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll go on the trip tomorrow. Although if he's now opting out of golf, that's an unusual development, because like I say, it's been one of his favourite things, to the point where yesterday I didn't film it, but when we were running around the garden centre place yesterday, there was a golf shop there, but it was closed. But he went right up to it because he saw the word golf and wanted to see what was going on. So I don't know, I'm a little bit surprised because he was really disappointed a couple of weeks ago when the guy who runs it was off. Perhaps that's what's done it. Perhaps it might have even been last week. The guy who runs the golf sessions was off, so they didn't do it. And they tried to replicate it within school, and it wasn't quite the same. So perhaps he didn't enjoy last week's version of golf, and has now decided that he doesn't like golf anymore, which is exactly the sort of thing that he'd do. But hopefully he'll get back into it, because it was good that he had a sport that he was enjoying, because he's never really had that before. So fingers crossed he gets back into it again. What are you doing? Oh, we're looking at GameCube stuff today, Arby. Let's have a look. So, today's retro console of choice is the GameCube.
Yeah.
And he's just watching the GameCube start screen on his iPad. Is it good?
Yeah.
Good. He does like a retro console. That's important. Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, he is at his respite care. What video are you watching? Hands out your trousers.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think watching whoever he is play Super Hexagon's a good idea. He looks like a sweary old man. But you know what it means if he's at his respite this weekend. You look very tired. Have you had a long day? It means we've got a live Q&A on Friday. Would you like to do it at 8 PM? Is 8 PM a good time for a live Q&A?
Maybe.
8 PM on Friday, we're going to be doing a live Q&A on the channel. As with the last time we did this, obviously there'll be plenty of opportunity for you to ask us questions while the Q&A is going on. The last one we did lasted about an hour and a half. We're not necessarily going to set a time frame on this one. However, we're going to not go on all night. So we're probably looking for a similar sort of length, an hour, hour and a half. We want a few questions to kick things off on the night in advance. If you could leave those questions here in the comments to this video, that would be awesome, because then we just have a few little warm-ups so we can answer a few questions while the stream fills up, that kind of thing. It's going to be me, Anna, Lucy and Amy doing the thing, so if you've got questions for all four of us or any of the individual ones of us, let us know down in the comments, and we will do our best to get through as many of your questions as we possibly can. As you know, we'd love to do these live Q&As a bit more often. They're pretty much impossible for us to do when Andy's here, because all of the live streaming kit is out in the studio / garage, and we can't all go out there when he's here, and he won't come out there because he doesn't want to do it. So it's probably going to be the last opportunity this year for us to do a live Q&A with both me and Anna there. So don't miss this opportunity to have a chat with us, ask us any questions you want to ask. And even if you can't turn up live on Friday night, 8 PM UK time, it'll be on the channel for you to watch whenever you want afterwards as well. What is going on over here? How much longer is he going to be able to sit on you like that for? Because I don't even know how that's happening now. He's sort of on the arm of the chair. How many other people have their 13-year-old son sit on them at that angle? What limb is... Oh, that's yours. I thought that was one of his. How is the bottom of his foot so dirty? That was clean when he got home from school. What have you been doing?
I don't know, I haven't been here.
No, what's he been doing? Looks like he's been walking through the garden, but I don't think he's been outside.
What's with your feet? Why are your feet dirty? It's not. It's because he didn't have a bath last night, though.
Oh, of course, because he went to bed
And
at like 7 o'clock-ish, didn't he?
So he's not, no,
Smelly child.
he's not had a bath since Friday night.
Dirty.
No, it's because on Saturday he doesn't have one because he stays up late, and then yesterday he went to bed. And I wasn't going to wake him up because he's awful to get back to sleep, so he'll get one in about an hour.
Cool. He's watching Come Outside again. It was a massive nostalgia trip for people earlier in the week that he was watching that. But he is watching Come Outside again. And for anyone who doesn't know the show, that's the woman that he keeps comparing to Anna. The old lady.
Well,
on
you're
Come
not.
Outside.
It doesn't compare me to her.
He calls her mummy.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's not because I look like her. I don't know nothing like her. That's so mean to say.
Are you an old lady?
No.
Right, I've got something to show you, lot. I showed you our Christmas stuff that we bought last week or the week before. We got our advent calendars and I got some Avengers baubles for the Christmas tree. Well, now I've got something extra awesome to go on there with the Avengers baubles. She said I had to choose one, so I did. I chose to do a pick and mix. So I'm keeping the Avengers one. I'm going to try and get all of these baubles on there. I'm keeping the Avengers ones, and hopefully I'll be able to get all of them and all of the new ones on there. If she makes me pick the best 6, I'll just pick the best 6. But everyone knows DC is better than Marvel, and I now have my Justice League ones as well. So I've got Flash, Cyborg, we can all live without Cyborg, Batman, Green Lantern, we can all live without Green Lantern, Superman. If we have to drop the Boy Scout, we'll drop the Boy Scout, and Wonder Woman. So I'm now thinking, well, as a minimum, if I'm only allowed 6, we've got Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and then Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Hulk. Maybe. This is going to be difficult. It's going to be like picking my favourite kid. They are not going at the back of the tree. I've spent £30 on comic book baubles.
Excuse me. You spent how much now?
Nothing. You don't need to worry about how much they cost. But they're cool. They're really, really cool. They are. Look at them. There you go. There's a better look at them on the back. They're not. They're going on the front. Or I'll just get my own tree for out in the studio.
Do that though, right?
No, I want them in the house.
No.
Right, you. Anyway, you need to give your feedback on the headphones from the other day.
Yeah, but I can't do it till tomorrow
Why?
because every weekend I wouldn't use them because they go anywhere, and I only use them today.
Okay. So if you're on the edge of your seat waiting for Anna's views on if the headphones are any good, that'll be on tomorrow's vlog because she's not used them enough to be able to tell yet. But Lucy's entered the room. Are you here to be on the vlog, Lucy? Because you seem to be in your pyjamas.
I am in pyjamas. I'm not going on the vlog.
Well, you came downstairs knowing I was vlogging, so I assume it's because you want to be on it.
Outside for a minute waiting for it to be done. You
You're going home.
No, I'm just going to keep the camera rolling now until you either come on the camera or go away. Advance warning, if you're eating or squeamish, skip this bit, fast forward it, and the vlog here. It's probably going to be the last thing we talk about today. So, the thing that Lucy came down, that she wanted, that she didn't want to talk about on camera, it's the latest issue that seems to have developed. You will have remembered, it probably scarred you, that we've talked about smearing quite a lot in the past, and it was a real problem we were having with Andy for a little while. And it's a habit he's slowly getting out of through the whole, he's still not allowed his electronic stuff upstairs. So he's up there, he's focused, he wants to get his business done and get downstairs quickly. So he just goes up into the bathroom, goes to the toilet, comes down again. It's all good. There's not been poo all over the landing, all over the bedroom, all over the walls for a little while now, which is good. We're continuing that side of things. But there's a new problem that's developed off the back of it, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a massive issue, but it's still not nice to have when you just wander into the bathroom and discover it. And that's that he's developed a habit of, when he wipes his bum, using an enormous amount of toilet paper, like half a roll almost, enough to block the toilet every time he goes to the toilet, basically. So he'll go in there, he'll have a poo, he'll wipe his bum, he'll then pretty much block up the toilet with toilet paper, flush it, and leave it full of water pretty much to the rim with poo and paper just floating in it, and won't tell anyone that he's done it. And it's a little surprise for the next person who goes in there, and obviously the girls shouldn't be cleaning that up. So when they go in there and it's happened, they have to come and fetch one of us and we go and sort it. As I say, it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's not as much of an issue as, I mean, going up there and unblocking a toilet, and it is just a case of plunger, jab, 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 sorted, and then wash hands very thoroughly afterwards. So it's not as much of a big deal as spreading it all around the upstairs of the house, but it is something that in an ideal world he wouldn't be doing, and we haven't really got any ideas for a solution at the moment, because from what I can tell what he's doing, and he still refuses to even go to the toilet if we're on the same floor as him. If there's anyone else upstairs, he just won't go, and he will hold it in for days if we let him. So we don't push too hard on that. We'd rather he went to the toilet rather than made himself ill, which he has done in the past when we've tried to push the issue. So, but from the way the bathroom is left after he's been in there, it seems like he's not tearing paper off. He's basically grabbing the roll, getting a handful of it and using it to wipe his bum, then throwing it into the toilet, and then I think when he's flushing, it's unravelling it. I don't think he's stuffing loads and loads of paper into the toilet, because it's usually still on the roll hanging out the toilet when we go in there. We're not really sure what the solution to it is. We've briefly looked at like individual pieces of toilet paper dispensers, but we had something like that a little while ago and he just broke it. I don't really know what the solution might be. We can't go in there and police how he's doing it. We can't give him individual pieces, but in an ideal world, which I know I'm saying a lot, we don't have to unblock the toilet 3 or 4 times a day. It's not one of those things that are necessarily I'm expecting you all to come flooding in with solutions for. I don't really know what the solution is at the moment. It's just one of those little peeks behind the curtain of just one of the little challenges that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis that we're not going to put on the vlog regularly, but they're there. So if anyone ever looks at us and thinks, oh, they say autism is hard, but look how easy they've got it, every now and again we'll just mention one of these things. It is an ongoing daily thing that between me and Anna, I would say probably 4 or 5 times a day, we're unblocking a blocked toilet that's got floating poo in it, and it's delightful. What a note to end on. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you give us a nice big thumbs up, even if the last few minutes disgusted you. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and thank you very much for watching.